Why does a devotee act? For whom does he act? To please Krishna. This is a principle of love. When we have no love, we act for whom? For ourselves. When we have love, we act for the being that we love. It's a principle. So a devotee of the Lord, he acts with love for Krishna. This is his only reason to live, to exist. This is why this level of consciousness, which is freed from all impurities, it is the only one where we can escape to the desires of recognition, pratishta, puja lobha, the position, the worship. Only love can do this. And Krishna is very expert in delving his devotees in situations, chaotic, catastrophic situations, because this is the principle of love. Prove me your love, what you're ready to do for me. Are you ready to destroy all your reputation? Who will do this? A materialistic person cannot do that. A materialistic person means proud, pride. As long as we are materialistic, we are proud. What is a Kanishta Bhakta? A Prakrita Bhakta? Just an external devotee. He has the dress but not the heart. Proud, pride, envy. He runs after position. I want to be a guru. I want to be whatever you say, a GBC. I want the position. I want to be recognized. Me? I have so many years of experience. You have nothing. I want to speak with people of my caliber. This is Kanishta Bhakta. But when Madhyama Adhikari starts, then there's a great suffering that appears in the heart of a devotee. It is just like a sun that burns. The love starts to burn. And what will the devotee think? Oh, I was so wrong. I was so wrong. I cheated so many people. I spent my life cheating. He sees that. It's just like a sun that burns. It really hurts. A lot of crying, a lot of tears. I only cheated, and I'm still cheating. Why? Because I have so many faults. I'm full of faults. He sees himself like a leper. This is the effect of love of God. He sees himself like a leper. He sees himself lower than a worm in the stool. To the point that he doesn't even want to do anything. He thinks, I am so fallen. But what does Krishna tell him to such a devotee? Please do something for me. Do something. You'll do this for me, no? Do this, do this. Because Krishna can use him. Because he will take nothing for himself. Nothing. And he sees himself very fallen. Everything Krishna accomplishes through him. So he says, oh Lord, the Lord does so many things, but myself I cannot do anything. This is love. If you do not have this qualification, you will preach what? What will you give? You will do like certain gurus who fell in the past. I am the guru. Like a monkey. You itch under and you can jump everywhere. Make people believe you are advanced. But there's no love. The love means humility. Prem is the sun that makes you see all the faults in you, even the faults that don't exist. This is the power of love. When love appears in the sky, in the heart of the Bhakta, he sees things that are so elevated. And when he sees his condition, he cries. He cries really. It is a condition that is extremely pathetic, very pathetic. But this condition is necessary because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, without this qualification, without this humility, such a humility, we do not speak about religious humility. Without such humility, there's no chanting. Because chanting means I am calling you, I need you. When Krishna left to Mathura, the cowherd boys, they were together and they were looking for Krishna. And when they would see a tamal tree, they will embrace it, just like they were embracing Krishna with all their soul. And when they realize it was not Krishna, they will fall down on the ground unconscious. They forgot even their cows, their flute, their horn, everything. And they were running like crazy, like madmen. They were screaming. And they were saying to Krishna like this, that because he was not there, but why did you leave? Why? This is love. This is love. Such love exists under the sun. And Krishna is the sun. The heart of a devotee is just like an ocean. And Krishna is just like the sun who creates lamentation in the heart of the devotee. For this Mahaprabhu, he was the Supreme Lord, but he could have torrents of tears, just like sweet syringes coming out of his eyes. Because Mahaprabhu is the Supreme Master. He's like a great ocean, a great sun. But this is humility. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu this morning, I was meditating a little bit on the Gambhira. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu became so much inconstant, he was so confused by love, that is perturbed, disturbed, that his associates, they did not know what to do. They had to look for him every day and night, to watch him. Because the Lord was so taken by this love that he will hit himself on the walls. He will scrape his face on the wall and crying and screaming. It was terrible for his devotees to see him in such a condition. But the Lord came to experience this feeling. This is humility. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he said, in fact, my Lord Krishna, he put all his powers in his name. Because in this feeling of separation, he explained in the previous verse, Chetudapama Marjanam, that Krishna, the experience of Krishna is love. But the experience of Krishna was so elevated for Mahaprabhu that in the second verse he said, but I made so many offenses that for me there's no presence. Can you believe it? When Radha and Krishna are sometimes united, the feeling of union is so powerful that they have the feeling of not being together and they cry. but still they are together. And when the associates, they see Radha and Krishna like that, they come to rescue them and they tell them, you're together. They put their limbs together, but they cannot accept. The feeling is so powerful, so powerful. So Mahaprabhu, although he was the greatest personality that could taste the holy name, what does he realize? That he left. He left. And what does Mahaprabhu teaches us? It is that the effect of this separation is humility. Humility. A devotee feels very deep humility, and humility that is extreme. And at this moment, he can tolerate everything for Krishna, so that Krishna may come back. He can give respect to anyone, so that Krishna come back. He's ready to do anything, so that Krishna come back. This is the beginning of pure devotion. The devotee is ready for everything. Before, no, it's not possible. There are certain things he is not ready to do. To abandon his life, live in the temple, just live for the mission of the Lord. He can't. He has desires. But at this level, there's no desires. Oh, I must do this. To have you, I'm ready for everything. This is why the verse before, Najanam Nasundaram, Krishna says, no matter the wealth, no matter everything, the only thing I want is you. You understand? A complete detachment. Complete. And what he aspires for is to become a speck of dust under his feet. It's very beautiful. This is the feeling of Mahaprabhu. It's very beautiful. In fact, in Shikshastakam, all the secrets of love of God is there. It's the most elevated prayer. There's no higher prayer. If we must understand the chanting, we must meditate on Shikshastakam. There's no higher prayer than this. It's not possible. Because it is when Radharani reveals her heart. It is the essence of the chanting of the holy name. The chanting of the holy name must be understood with this feeling, so that it may be perfectly executed, because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu chanted in this state of mind. And since he is your supreme teacher, as a student we must follow in the footsteps of the teacher. But who does this? Who thinks about this? It's a problem. Devotees have so many desires. They are lost. Even the gurus do not even teach this anymore, because the gurus are lost also. This is why Prabhupada, Gauravani, he came to give this. So we must teach this. Otherwise we get out of the spiritual succession. The devotees who do not preach this because they do not have the strength, because they want to make disciples, because under the pretext of preaching, they're forced to dilute themselves. Prabhupada never diluted, never. The proof is that he did not make so many disciples. 5,000 is nothing for a Shaktavesh avatar. Why? Because he never diluted himself. Always. It's true. So we must follow in the footsteps of our disciplic succession. To teach with purity and strength. Yes, it may hurt some people. But there are other religions, other paths that exist for different kinds of people, for different types of consciousness. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to give something very special. And this is what we must share. Not at the attainment of heaven. This is why we must read books also like Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Chaitanya Bhagavat, different books, Chaitanya Mangal. The life of Mahaprabhu is very important. Without understanding Mahaprabhu, it is impossible to chant purely the holy name. Only Mahaprabhu will give us the attainment of success. As soon as we think of Mahaprabhu and we speak about Mahaprabhu, we feel love of God. It's really important. Gaura Premanande.